Episode. This is E2 from Expandifiers. You're listening to Boom Nation, and I'm here to, that's right, and I'm here to rock your world. All right, so what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about who to trust because trust is a very important thing. And being able to trust somebody uh, definitely makes a world of difference in regards to not just expanding your business, but also, you know, getting through everything that you need to do in order to do so. So it's a very, very important thing to talk about. So, who to trust? How can you? What is something that you can use that will help you determining who can you trust within your company or your co-workers, your partners? You know, who do you partner with? Who do you make businesses with, etc. Okay, so there's a lot that can be said about it, but let me just give you a little tip. I found out that trust builds on what people do in reality, like the products that they actually make. We've all gone through uh, thinking that you can trust somebody because they seem nice, they are cheerful, they help you, they're your friends or whatever, and then time moves forward and life happens, and guess what? You were betrayed, you were let down, and I personally hate when that happens. Not only to myself, obviously, but when other people, are defeated, they're down, they're heartbroken because they put their confidence in somebody, and then that person, stab them in the back, or they just let him or her down at the moment that they needed support the most. That is just something tragic. And on trying to building up your company or business, it's just important to know who you are trusting. So one thing you can do is evaluate uh, the person that you are thinking you can trust on based on what they are doing for you, the quality of their help. If you give them a task to do, and then they do it correctly, they do it on time, they give more than what was expected, then those are all good odds that this is somebody that you can actually trust on. And I'll give you an example, just a short story to illustrate all of this. Um, Once upon a time, obviously, I had a friend, and I this was like my one of my close friends. We were working together. I've known this guy for a while now, over a year, but I never worked with him directly. Mhm. And I thought he was great. We got along great. We hang out all the time. He was, you know, a good friend of mine, somebody that I thought I knew. And then I started working with him one day, and I needed to do something at my work. Get all these. I had a pile of papers that I needed to review and sort out, and make sure I knew exactly what I was going to do with each of these persons that I was handling. And I asked him to sort out a few things for me because I had very little time to get through all the files that I needed to review. So guess what happened? I chilled because I thought he was gonna do the part that I gave him. because he was a good friend and all that. I knew him, I can trust him, yada yada yada. He gets along great with everybody. And then, next day when I come in, thinking that he did his part and that it was going to be easier for me to handle everything I needed to handle, I found out that not only had he not done everything that uh, I asked him to do, but also he had done it incorrectly, skimping through the things, and the time that I chilled, the time that I took to chill down and say, okay, I don't need to hurry that much because I trust him; he's gonna get through it. It just slapped me back in the face, and now I had more problems. I needed to, go through everything that I gave him, make sure he did correctly, because I didn't know, what he did correctly and what he just, didn't handle the way he should. So it was double work. And I'm sure you have tons of stories like this. But from that moment on, you just don't want to trust on that person again. I mean, earning trust is difficult. But I'll tell you this. The one of the best ways to make sure who you can trust in is by assigning a task for him or her to do, and then watching the products, analyzing the quality that this person put into delivering what you needed from him, and test him or her a few times. It's better to know that you can definitely trust someone than to be brokenhearted and disappointed, or giving him you know a section of your company or a part of your business to for him to take over, or be in charge of, and then finding out that it's all messed up and things are not going great, and you just the thing is that tell me if I'm wrong, when you trust someone, you kind of like give him that part of the business, and then you kind of look away a little bit. So when you look back and find all these mess and problems, or that things are just not being done the way you need them to be done, it's very bad for your enthusiasm. So do test the people that you trust by assigning them something to do and making sure they do it professionally, correctly, on time, and that they invest them, of they invest themselves in doing it correctly. And once they go through that test a few times, then you probably have someone that you can trust, you know, a lot more than other people or maybe other employees. That's a short, a little tip there for you that is going to help you a lot along the way, because it's not just how well you get along with this person socially. No, it's actually the products and the quality of products and the quality of work that this person is giving you, the thing that is going to give you your best index, we could say, your best insight into how much you can trust this person. I hope this helps you a lot, and remember, check our website at expandifiers.com and find out more tips and trips. Find out all that we can do for you to help you grow your business bigger and faster. Stay tuned at Boom Nation for more of these episodes, and I'll see you in the next one. Expand the fire.